Hello and welcome to RL Boats Practical Ideas for Boat Buyers and Sellers. Today's topic is how to price your boat. Most sellers make mistake in that area than in any other aspect of boat selling, so keep watching and I'll tell you how to see if your boat is priced correctly. Buyers are hypersensitive to the price, which is easy to measure and easy to compare across different boat ads on the market. Unlike, say, underwater performance or mechanical condition, price is very easy to measure and judge. So pricing is very important. Book value report is the most commonly used source of pricing information. It is easy to get to and is used by both buyers and sellers. However, book value is not very accurate. For example, newer center console fishing boats with twin four-stroke outboards sell above book value, while older sailboats sell below book value. Banks use book value to determine the loan value, while insurance companies use book value to determine first your premium and then, in case of an insurance event, your payout. The most common source for book value is NADA book value, which is free. I use Book Value Pro, which is a paid source. It is slightly more accurate. Book value is a useful tool to determine the market value of your boat, but should not be relied upon as the only source. Should be used in conjunction with other tools for pricing. What's the best boat I can buy in my price range? Comparables are boats similar to your boat in type, functionality and price range. Unless you're selling a Viking, a Grady White, a Contender, which are class-leading brands, don't expect brand loyalty. If you're selling, say, Sea Fox, check Robalo, Nautic Star, Sportsman, Scout. Look up your competition and note the high, the low and average price. Perhaps call a seller or two, ask how long their boat been on the market and how flexible they are on the asking price. Just like book value, comparables is a tool that should be used in conjunction with other tools to determine the fair market value of your boat. Sold Boats is a statistical service offered by the Boats Group, a company that owns Boat Trader and Yacht World websites. It records the actual transaction prices in boats sold by brokers. Call up a broker and ask to look up last 3 transactions in your boat model. If the broker sounds professional and competent, save his number. In a month or 2, if your boat remains unsold, consider hiring that broker to help you sell your boat. Price versus cost. As a seller, you are attached to a boat. It brings pleasant memories, you've spent a fortune on it. This is known as endowment or ownership bias, but buyers don't see it that way. Just because you spend $10,000 on repairs doesn't mean you can add that $10,000 to the price. That amount is considered sunk cost. You will never get it back. But keeping your boat in good repair will give you a fair chance of selling it at the market value. Depreciation is loss of value over time. New boats depreciate quickly in the first few years of their lives. Then depreciation curves become gradual until the boat approaches the end of its useful life. When the boat is worn out and used up, the value slides quickly to 0. This is why it's so important to sell the boat quickly. If it remains on the market for a long time, depreciation, together with cost of storage, maintenance and repair, will add up. If you buy a brand new shiny boat using bank financing, very soon you'll find yourself underwater. What this means is that the market value of your boat is less than the amount of the bank loan outstanding. This happens because depreciation in the first few years of ownership is steep, while most of your loan payment goes towards the interest with very little reducing the principal amount outstanding on the loan. Even in this case, it still makes economic sense to bite the bullet and close the loan. You will stop interest from accumulating and you will avoid most of the depreciation. If you continue to make payments while you wait for the loan amount to catch up with the boat market value, you would have paid many times that pay-up amount you would have needed to close the loan if you had sold early. How do you know if your boat's overpriced? Book value, comparables, sold boats and other tools are nice, but nothing speaks louder than lack of buyer interest. If you have your boat ad published on a good website, if your pictures are nice, description is compelling, if you have a running video and still no one's calling, your boat is overpriced. If the first question a buyer asks is, "What's wrong with your boat?" If your phone is ringing off the hook, if you have more than one buyer coming a day to take a look at your boat, then your boat is likely underpriced. Take your ad down, study the market, and release your boat in a few days at a higher price. What kind of message are you sending to potential buyers who are watching your boat when you reduce the price? Some will think that you are desperate. Some will think there is something wrong with the boat. Some will think that the boat is just not attractive and not worth that much. Instead of reducing the price, take your ad down, wait a couple of days, and then start it as a new listing at the new price. Increasing the asking price on your boat listing ad may help you flush out potential buyers who are sitting on sidelines watching your boat. Someone will call you asking why the price went up. It is highly unusual for sellers to increase the price, and there will be fear of buyers to miss out. Also, increasing the price will leave you room and option to reduce it in the future. Listing your boat at an auction is a bad idea. Buyers go to auctions looking for bargains. Many, myself included, buy auction boats wholesale in order to flip them at the retail price. Auction fees could be as much as 10%, and equipment is often stolen. Things like GPS chart plotter and other things could get missing while in preview stage at an auction. Unless you are a bank selling repossessed boats, an insurance company selling insurance salvage boats, or a dealership selling really bad trade-ins, don't sell at auctions. There are over 200 websites with boat listings. Most of them, like boats for sale by owners and sailboat listings, no one ever goes to. Local classifieds like Craigslist and newer apps like OfferUp and Let Go work for local buyers and sellers, mostly with lower priced items. eBay is an open marketplace for people looking for bargains. There are expensive sites like Boat Trader and Yacht World where only brokers can advertise. The point is, when studying comparables, note the venue. You should not use prices on Boat Trader to dictate how much to list your boat for on Craigslist. There are two different markets with two different expectations, both by buyers and sellers. I use Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, Boat Trader, and paid ads on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. What's the best time of the year to buy a boat? Well, seasonal price swings are most visible on very common boat models. If you're looking for a 20-foot bow rider runabout or a 25 to 30-foot express cruiser, best time to buy would be at the end of season. If you are shopping for a sailing cat 45 feet and up, the seasonal price swings are virtually non-existent. But that's not the answer. In my opinion, the best time to buy a boat is when you see a boat that makes your heart beat faster. We've covered a number of tools to help you sell your boat quickly and at full market value. But the best advice I can give you is, don't think about yourself, think about the buyer. Get your boat cleaned and polished so it looks appealing. Make sure everything runs as it should. Set your price to what you would expect to pay if you were the buyer. Then your boat will sell quickly and at your full asking price. Thanks for watching.